welcome. Hope you guys can hear me. Hang on, let me double check. Yeah, you can. Welcome to today's stream. Hello, I'm 2D today. I thought we'd done 2 days in a row with 3D, so we have to swap it up a bit. Hello, Sealander, and hello, Dave. Thank you so much for the resubscription. That's so kind of you. I was gonna say nice, but then I was gonna say kind, and then I decided on kind. Kind one. Hello, Gamazel. Happy New Year's. Yes, Happy New Year's to you too. I hope you guys are all doing well. When I have the 2D model up, there's not much there's not a just chatting section. It's just like we're going straight into it. The big head is gone. I know, it's because I thought, you know what? I might as well use the 2D model while I still have it. That sounds like it's gonna get stolen from me and someone's gonna take it. I mean, like, in the way that once my 3D model is done of my 2.0, I'm gonna be swapping over to a 2D version of my 2.0. Yeah, that's it. I'm completely out of it. I'm doing goodish. Got sick after coming back from Brazil. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. I was sick literally almost all of Christmas. Or up until Christmas, I guess, which sucked. So I feel like I've heard a lot of people have gotten sick, like over Christmas or right after Christmas and stuff like that. As any, how are we? We are good. I'm very tired. I've had, oh my god, okay, so I literally just we had to use up the pate and some cheese that we had, so we literally just had like stacks of bread with pate and cheese just now. It was really nice, but I think I've eaten enough cheese for like a lifetime. Trying to just like get rid of it. But yeah, I'm good. How are you? Oh my god, hi, who up Zenidora right now? Hi, Mia Funny. Welcome. I hope you are doing well. I'll be fine. Happens every time I come back from a foreign country. Oh, okay. So it's like a skill issue on your end. Gotcha. Gotcha. No, that's fair. Today we're gonna continue modeling the model as we do. Now we kind of already finished the clothing, more or less. There might be some few like details. Oh yeah, the shoes. There's gonna be a few details we're gonna add on and stuff like that. But I think other than that, I think it's time to start the head, maybe, or the hair, I guess. Oh, we need to we're gonna add a glove to one of the hands, I think. And then, yeah, shoe, glove, some small details, like some small buttons. We need to connect the skirt to this. So I guess we do have quite a bit to do today. Let me just get the references out of the way. There we go. Yes, we have a little bit to do. Oh, the tail and the ears. Oh yeah, we have like a bunch to do. So we'll be okay. We'll have enough to do today. Hello, Alawenchen, welcome. That model, let's go. Yes, it's grown a little bit since the last time you saw it. Good here. That's good. That's good. I've never traveled to another country, but I always hear of people getting sick from drinking from a different country. Yeah, I think it just depends on like what country you go to, and if you're like, I'm gonna assume that if one country, like the country you live in, has a really high standard of, say, water, and then you go to a different country that doesn't, you're gonna have a bad time. I don't know if the same goes reverse or if it just applies no matter what. Like if it's something that your body isn't used to, you're gonna get sick. How cold was it today, by the way? I'm freezing. I'm wearing, obviously, immersion break. I'm wearing my big pink hoodie thing because it's really fucking cold. My room gets quite warm very quickly because it's not like a big room. It's like 2.5 by 2.5 meter. It's a decent size, but it's relatively small. But a bonus of that, unless you're in the summer, is that it gets warm really quick, especially if you have two computers on. So that part is nice. It looks fantastic. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Also, thank you so much for the check-in, Cubit. Thank you. That reminds me of like some Eastern European countries with flammable tap water. What the fuck? Excuse me? I don't think I've heard of that. Not saying I'm downing you. It's just that's news to me. I think I haven't been traveling much in the later years. I went to a couple places when I was a kid, but I think in the later years, I've literally only been to Norway, my home country, and then I think I went to Spain a couple of years ago, and that's it. I'm not very well traveled, and I also don't really go outside the house. So somehow I still manage to get sick, but you know, that's a skill issue on my end, I think. Now, what do we say? Should we make a list? We have a list here, actually. Okay, did jacket? We probably don't need that. I also went to Spain just without the S. I mean, that's fair. I don't remember how to remove things on this list. Every damn stream, we have to go and get the documentation up because I forgot. But I don't want to complete it because we're not making it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna just get it up again. Why not? I should probably bookmark it at this point. Yeah, it's crazy. The gas leaks into the water supply. I'm not sure why though. Some people say it's from oil fracking. Jesus. Can you drink gas? Or can you drink, like, do you know what I mean? Does that, like, are you able to survive doing that? That's kind of wild though. I feel like generally people recommend, obviously it depends on the country, but all I hear, like, when people go traveling is buy bottled water. Just in case, no matter what, so you don't have to, like, worry. If you can afford it, of course. I can assume that bottled water isn't, like, super cheap everywhere you go. Hang on. Where's my task list widget? Can I see my order, please? Oh, I'm not clicking the right thing. Download files yet again. Yet again. Okay, hang on. So we have timer. No, that's not what we need. Delete. Okay. So how do I delete? I think it starts with 1. I think that's what we figured out. So if we do delete, hang on, I'm just counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete task. Or delete 4, maybe? Oh, okay. Model shorts. Okay, so model shorts isn't really, that's not real. It's kind of like a bodysuit, but I guess we have modeled the shorts. So we do complete 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And oh, we have finished the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Complete 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we've done the stream schedule one as well. So we have front hair, back hair, accessories, skirt. Well, actually, we kind of already done the skirt as well. So complete 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Counting one more time for the beeps in the back. Okay, but I'm counting the new ones, okay? Because every time I complete an item and if it like resets, starts at 1 again. Okay, so yeah, we haven't really finished the shoes. I mean, there's like some minor stuff that we're missing, right? But I think we're nearly there. No more counting. You can drink the tap water in Nordic countries and USA and Canada. Nordic countries have the best water. That's facts. That's straight up facts. Debate for me is between Finland and Iceland. That is not facts. Norway has the best tap water. Source made it up, but just trust me, okay? Just trust me. I actually really like Norwegian tap water, but I also haven't had it in like a really long time. So drinkable tap water isn't that common, actually. Like, so I wasn't making stuff up. I mean, I didn't think I was making stuff up. Like, it's stuff I've genuinely heard, but thank you so much for the check-in, Blaze. Okay. I couldn't live without drinkable tap water. I shrugged the ever-loving hell out of it. No, that's fair. Oh, Blaze, thank you so much for the resubscription. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year to you, too. It's Monday today, right? Yeah. My brain is, like, I had what I think I had like one day off, and then I worked one day, and then it was weekend, and now like my entire like rhythm of like having to work 5 days and then it's a weekend is completely thrown off because we had that one day off. It's very confusing, but it's okay. I'm getting back on it. Okay, so I think we do need to add one more step. So we have front, back hair, accessories, shoes. Is that it? Oh, wait. Yeah, hang on. Add model tail and ears. Ah, there we go. Okay, now we're up to date, I think. Cool. Okay. Right, what do we start off? Should we just do like the simple details? Oh, so we have, it's just these buttons. But in my brain, I was like, do we want to make them square? Like square buttons? Or do we want to make them round? Also, I need to get my reference up because we're actually following a different reference as well. So on the different reference, they made them circle, but I'm tempted to make them square. Let's make them square. Why not? We can make them square. Okay. So literally all I'm thinking is we just add a cube. Well, we add 2 cubes. But and my idea was that if you button, hang on, I'm going to have to Google this actually. It's meant to be like a corset skirt, right? If you button something up, the buttons aren't going to be in the middle, right? They're like on the side a little bit, like a little bit offset because you like, does that make sense? I don't know. Corset buttons. I don't know if that makes sense. I could just be making shit up. Yeah, they're a little bit offset. Is that by choice? I don't know. Can you have like completely in the... I guess you can have completely in the middle. Okay. We have to make a decision. Do we want to keep it offset or put it in the middle? I'm going to say keep offset. But then again, are those really going to be the buttons that like... If this was like a realistic skirt, is that going to be the way to put it on and off? I feel like it would be easier to have a zip on like the sides. That's what people do, right? Or maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. I'm having a look at some clothing references right now to see. Or maybe like on the back, you know, like they'll have some thingies. What are they called? I mean, this is more of like a corset, but you'd have like the straps, right? Okay. You know what? We're gonna add 4 of them. So we're gonna do a symmetrical build. It's gonna be 4 squares. You know how sometimes they'll have like fake buttons on the skirt? We're gonna do that. And then I think... See, they would have zippers, wouldn't they? Like IRL. But it does take a little bit away from the look. Do you know what I mean? Okay, hang on. High-waisted skirt. I just want to like see what people do. I'm gonna say it's like a zipper in the back is probably the more normal one. Okay. Right. So we're gonna have 4 cubes. I don't know why I just added a material. That wasn't what I wanted to add. I wanted to add a mirror modifier. Okay, so apply. Duplicate. We probably don't need them to be so thick. Ooh. And we probably don't need them to be so what's it called? In the middle. We can probably have them be like so. Oh, this square just looked bad in this. Let's do individual. Oh, but what if we don't make them squares, but we make them maybe, hang on. Maybe we do this. We'll do this for now. I think that's fine. We're gonna have to, actually, I'll just do that now. I'll just adjust this one. I think we need to, there we go. Okay, that's nice. Then I'm thinking, well, realistically, how would one take this skirt off? I feel like you'd have to like unzip it here in the back. But then, would that be enough? Okay, this is not a realistic skirt. Don't worry about it. I think it would have to be longer. I don't know, maybe if you had like a zip on each side. Then yeah, I think the play will be a zip on each side. And then you wouldn't have to worry about it, I don't think. What is this weird? Oh. It's this. Most of the time the zipper's at the back so people don't see it. That is true. I'm just thinking like if, like realistically, if I was wearing a skirt and I had like this amount of zip, would I be able to like take it off? Like I know that I don't have to consider like the realistic sense of things, but hang on. This is an outfit, okay? Like would I be able to like there's no way. There's no way. I'm gonna have to like magically remove it or something. What if it like wraps? Hang on, I think I know what you mean. So instead of it just being a zip, it's like, wait, hang on. I'm gonna have to search this up. Skirt that wraps. But like not a, if I search like Lolita style, that might come up with something. Like if it wraps and clicks with a button in the front or something. Spit bong time. Yeah. No, I think I get what you, oh, I just hit my lip. I think I get what you mean. I'm just trying to think like the logistics of it, like how would that work? Not that this matters at all because I'm not gonna animate it being taken off or anything. How to take off skirt. Maybe it will show me like take off Lolita. It's like a Lolita style. It's not really Lolita skirt, but it's like the style of the poofiness, right? The unrealistic style of the poopiness. Bust supporting skirt removal. Oh no, that's just a strap. Okay. What did I just hear? What are you searching? I love sad games. I'm literally just searching like what do people do to take off their skirt? I don't know how to explain it. Like I need to see how people take it off. Like no, I'm not looking. No, I'm not. No, literally went into Google, wrote how to take off skirt Lolita, and I just went into Imgur, and it's just a bunch of skirts. No one's taking off any skirt to show me how to take it off. Okay? Listen, okay? I don't know what to search. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, because Google just thinks I mean, like, how to take off length of the skirt. Most of them have a corset in the back. Okay, hang on. Lolita corset skirt. So is a corset the play? Do we do like a clip thingy? A clip? Okay, I figured it out. I'm a genius. Okay, so there is this one picture on Pinterest. I don't even know if it's real, but which has 6 buttons in the front, and it looks like it's like the corset is like wrapped around and then it's hooked on with the buttons. So we're just gonna say that's how it works. Does that sound good? Adaptive wrap around skirt might give you results. Let me adaptive wrap around skirt. Oh, what the fuck? What kind of magic is this? See, that's, yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking the corset does with this corset that I'm looking at right now. Hang on, I'm just gonna, I don't know if this is real. Image can only be, oh, fair. That is fair. So this is the skirt. What? Where is it? Let's try that again. Oh, maybe I need to, okay, hang on. So this, I don't know if this is real, but it doesn't matter. This looks like, well, actually, no, it doesn't. I've just realized it doesn't look like that. I was gonna say, to my brain, it looked like it was like this was one part and it was like hooked onto the buttons that are on this side. So the buttons are on this. Fuck it. That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. So basically the skirt is just like one, as you said, like it's like a wraparound. So it's just like one. So the buttons are like here. And then it like, yeah, you get what I mean. Isn't that a corset? It is, yeah. But we're just gonna say, because this is like kind of like a corset. It's not, but it is. We're just gonna say that that's how it works. Yay! And it's magic. I think, yeah, cool. I think we got our idea. I was thinking something like that. It wraps and clicks at the front or something. Yeah, I think. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, because then we don't need a sip or anything. I feel it's a name for that part. Do I know what it is? No. That's, I mean, I can't fault you. I can't fault you. Thinking about the logistics for something that will never be animated, you really are a 3D artist. To be honest, I like thinking about this type of stuff because it makes me like, it's mostly in the, I guess, in the designing phase, right? I'm just gonna leave this one over here because it's a very pretty picture, but it just makes me like think, how would this work in real life? Because imagine, what if I did do a cosplay of this at any point in life? Or what if I hired someone else to do a cosplay of this and then like I just pretended they are me, you know what I mean? They would need to be able to wear this type of clothing in some way. Like I don't hate, I'm not saying I'm gonna hate the fact that I have these thigh highs because I like thigh highs, but I hate the fact that there's no strap holding them up because there's no way these are staying up IRL. Do you know what I mean? There's just no way, unless you have like really, this is my experience anyway, unless you have really skinny thighs, they're not staying up. Unless you have like super glue on your thighs, they're not staying up. I feel like even with super glue, you're just gonna like tear off your skin, and that's not very good. Why not make holder straps and put the gem where they connect? Maybe that, possibly. See, I don't know. I feel like you know, when you have the straps, what do you call them? The holster straps. I think they look good, but I do feel like sometimes people will take it the wrong way when they see some. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, if they see thigh highs, they're like, oh, okay. But then if they see those straps, they're like, hmm. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I'm not making any sense, but I mean, it's your dress, do what you want. That is true. But I do think that is worth thinking of how it will work in real life, just even just a little bit. As long as you have that in mind. It's like if I were to ever model a gun, not for any like nefarious purposes, just like as a prop, it would like I would want to try and model it the way that it would make sense and work. Not like super intricate. I like it when people make like super intricate things, but I feel like I'd lose my mind, and I feel like I'd have to have like a physical object so I can study it if I did that. But like that, but on a smaller scale. I don't know if that makes sense. I thought corsets had straps in the back kind of like shoelaces. Some do. Some do. Then there's clips, like was mentioned earlier. Some people have clips in the front, which I'm not too big of a fan of design-wise for me. If the clips are showing, that's like not something I like personally a lot. But having straps on the back works, or having some kind of like hook, like button hook system could work as well. Yes, they could. You just need to have elastic bands in the right places. What do you mean? What? There's kind of double-sided tape for cosplaying that type of thigh highs. See, I've tried, what's it called? I've tried thigh highs that have these like, it's like a rubber material that is like meant to try and grip your skin a bit more. But as soon as you like make any movement, it's like, nah, they're coming down. There might be like better solutions that I just haven't tried. Like you said, like maybe straps, or my brain is like super glue. Just put some super glue on there. But I don't know. I haven't done much cosplay, so I don't know what people actually use. But if you were just to like put these on without any like care of like having them stay on, they would just go down. Don't super glue. No, I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying I assume some people might try and put glue on them. Yeah, no, don't wear Gorilla Glue on your skin. That is not a good idea. But what I was gonna say is, I don't remember because I forgot. You guys caught me off guard with that glue comment. Oh, I've seen someone, what was it? I saw something really cool. I think someone, I don't think it was glue, it might have just been tape or something. But they were using horns, and like sometimes you can, I guess you can use a headband with horns, but if you want like the more real look, I swear I saw some people put like, I don't think it was glue, I'm gonna assume it was tape of some kind on their forehead, with a magnet, and then they had a magnet on the horn, and then they connected it, and it just like connected, but you could also easily take it off without like ripping your skin off. And I thought that was really cool. I really like cosplay tech. I don't know if that makes sense. Like cool ways that people are able to fake that they have something that they don't, you know? Prosade? I don't think I've heard of that. Let me look that up. We are actually going to do some modeling today. Don't worry. Special effects adhesive for makeup artists by ADM Tronics. Cool. And also medication for your leg. Cool. It is glue, but it's easily washable. Okay. Yeah, I think there's two things. There's glue, and then there's bone and joint health for reducing inflammation. So that looks really cool. £8.10 for that small bottle. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, they sell like a bunch of stuff. Okay, anyway, sorry. I'm distracted. If someone's willing to bathe themselves in sharpie water to cosplay a Homestuck character, anything's possible. Excuse me? I feel like this is like some obscure internet lore that I've heard about. I don't know if it was ever true, and I haven't looked into it. But is that actually what happened? Or you can use straight up latex for SFX makeup. To put the horn on the head? Or to just do other stuff. Okay, what are we doing? Yeah, so we put these... We're just gonna like do some texture, I think, to make it look like it's wrapped around and like hooked. One thing I did want to add though is I did want to add a zipper to the shoes, like the back of the shoes, because that's what is on my shoe. And I was literally just gonna make like just separate. I was just gonna take like a shape like this and use that as like, you know, the thing that you drag down, but I was obviously gonna make it flat. Just like a small detail. Can you tell? I really like cubes and I really like this shape of cube. Oh, bastard. Why is it not acting nice? Okay. I'm just gonna... Oh my god, where is it? I'm just gonna do this. That works. Just if you're gonna use it, do a patch test to see if you are allergic. Thank you so much for the head pat day. Thank you. Yeah, it's always best to patch test new makeup, new hair dye, new everything that you're gonna put on your skin before you actually put it on. Otherwise, you might have a really bad time. And that's not gonna be fun for everyone. For anyone. Like, just a little, like... Well, maybe not that little. Maybe we'll make it more like the necklace pendant. Like just like a little sip. Actually, should we hang on. Should we just grab here and then do another cube? And then slap a subdiv on it. Oh, maybe not. Hang on. Separate. And then like just like something to that it connects to. I don't know if that makes sense, but oh, hang on. And then this, let's remove the subdivision. We don't want that. Like just something like that. I think that would be kind of cute. And we need to apply this one as well. Ah, there we go. Just like little detail. And then what we'll do is we'll texture everything. Now, we're not done with the shoes just yet. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and make... Like, shoes are weird. So at least my shoe... I mean, I feel like all shoes are weird. But my shoe has a... what's it called? It has the shoe, and then it has, like, this material that goes on top. That, like, has all the... what the hell? The straps connected to. So I think we should make that. But I don't know if I want to make it out of, like, this mesh, or if we want to lay on top. I feel like it's easy. Well, both ways are not easy, but I'd say the easiest one is to probably cut into the current mesh. Like, apply subdiv, cut into the mesh to make the shape we want, and then instead of... Actually, no. Okay, I know. We'll add it on top, and then what we'll do is we will connect them, because then we don't have to worry about messing up the underlying shoe while we're making the top. Does that make sense? Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. So it basically just starts off, should we sketch it first, maybe? Like rough sketch it. So we have, so it basically just goes like here, and then this is like the part where it goes up, right? So sorry, I'm just eyeballing it. How does it actually work? Hang on, just getting my, oh, shoes are so weird, man. Yeah, we'll just lay it on top. Okay, so this will actually then be the outer bit, which is kind of weird. Okay, so it's kind of like that. So I guess what we can just do is we can take the topology that we have so far and just duplicate it and then like cut the shape that we want. That probably works pretty okay. Let's just turn off mirroring for a bit. This, hang on. I'm just gonna turn off all the mirroring. That probably makes the most sense. Okay. What are we doing? So we need, I guess that, no wait. Is that even? Something like that. See, now we're gonna have to move these again because we're gonna extrude it, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. Separate. So this is gonna be like the outer shoe. But we need to just extrude this a little bit. I'm just gonna drag this. Well, I'm gonna drag this one up because I think this one, okay. So we have this weird shape, and then I think what we're just gonna do is this. Wait. Okay, this. Let's just shape it first. It's not gonna be like entirely the same. But maybe that's what we want. Maybe we don't want it to be... I feel like I don't need this one. Maybe we don't want it to be entirely symmetrical, you know? This is gone like way far away. I'm always kind of messy with my shoe topology. At least it works in the forms, okay? I mean, that's, to be honest, what's most important. Like, I feel like I could just texture this part and I'd be fine. But I want to be a bit extra with this model. So I'm gonna, like, if I can afford topology, I'm just gonna model it instead. But you absolutely do not have to model these type of details. Like, there's no point, especially if you want to have a bit more of an optimized model. What the hell is happening here? Oh my god, what? Oh, did I just delete mesh? Oops. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So I think it probably needs to be like, if we're wearing these shoes, it needs to be tight, right? So maybe we do need another loop. Thank you so much for the lurk, said Games. Thank you. My textures are very low res though. It's all pixel art, so I have to worry about deformation making all the pixels look weird. Some of it is excuse me. Some of it is inevitable, of course, but I still gotta try to minimize it. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I think every time I think about modeling, I think about VTuber models and like not high poly ones, because like high poly ones would be like cinematic ones, right? But like mid to high poly ones, and how like, oh, you don't need to worry about pixels because it's, you know, you're gonna use like a 2K resolution texture and stuff like that. But then I forget that people actually do other things other than just what I do, more or less. I can see that being quite a bit of a pain though. Like if you're, because pixel art is very like crisp, right? Like crisp as in each pixel is crisp. So I can see how that can go wrong real quick if you're not careful. Let's see. Yeah, I've seen some people with 4K textures and like a trillion polygons, and I'm pretty envious of them. I think one of the newer commissions I'm working on have, for the VTuber, like for the Naruto part, has like 4K textures because I wanted to like look as good as possible. But then when you chuck me in VR chat, it's like 2K, not to like blow people's computers up. I feel like you can get away with much more if you're like one person only and you're like in Naruto, rather than like 50 people having 4K textures. I think that would be pretty bad. Let's see, right? How does it? So this kind of just goes into the, like, that's it. It just goes into the heel pretty much. So this goes up, and then, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I think what I want to do is, well, my brain is like, now that we have this outer layer, I can remove, like, hang on. I can like remove these, which is kind of realistic in a way. Like when I'm looking at my shoe, the outer layer of the shoe is the outer layer that we've just made, except for the front. Like the front is like the original shoe that we just made just has like one front bit, you know, which is like the thing that is sitting against the laces, if that makes sense. So if we want to make it, I mean, we're gonna try and merge these anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if we want to make it like realistic, we would, I guess, delete, like, maybe we shouldn't do this. I was gonna say we can delete these faces and stuff, but I think it's probably better if we do that when we merge it instead of doing it now, because we will merge them. So, but then, okay, so we need the what's on my shoes? Let me have a look. So we have some straps. So we need to do the laces, and then we have some straps that go like above the shoe. Now, what's the best way to do laces? I feel like maybe just doing like a mirror modifier, like a local one. No. I don't know. Now I have to decide, do I want flat laces or do I want like proper round laces? I'm gonna do a quick YouTube search. Like, there's all those videos of like, Blender noobs and Blender pros do these things differently, you know, like how to do something really quickly and easily. Blender create shoelaces. I feel like someone will have they just know of a way to make them easily, you know? The one issue I have with high-res textures is that it goes from pixel art to actual painting, and I suck at traditional digital painting. Sorry, my brain stopped working. In the sense of like, what was I gonna say? Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah, no, I totally get what you mean. Like, I think it's like different skills, isn't it? Because I can't do pixel art the way that pixel artists do pixel art. And I guess it goes the other ways, right? Like how you go from pixel art textures to Riot Game textures. Yeah. It's funny you mentioned Riot Game textures because I really like, I've always liked the look of Riot Games, like, you know, like their splash arts and even just like the 3D models. I know the 3D models are a bit less quality, I guess, compared to their splash arts, but it's harder and they don't need to paint in all the intricate details in the 3D model, right? I tend to just paint the laces, not gonna lie. The closest I've gotten to actually modeling it was when I made Mary Jane straps. Mary Janes are so cute. I don't think I know. Hang on. Mary Jane's straps. Oh, they're cute. They're like, oh, I was gonna say they're like corporate ballerina shoes, but I think that was just that style of shoe that I was looking at. Is it the one with the platforms? I want to paint like that so bad. The models are super low poly though. Oh yeah, have you I think there's like 3D viewers for their models. And it's so funny if you go to the Morgana one with like the new Morgana look. Some of the animations with her look crazy because they have to look that crazy to show up like when you're actually playing it. Hello, Vaginator. I tried to do pixel art, but I don't know how, so I made a 3D model in Blender, lowered the output resolution, and rendered it out. Scuffed pixel art. I mean, it's probably not like the most accurate thing, but it works. I think there's a voxel thing as well, isn't there? Which isn't as good as like if you were to do it by hand. But what's it called? Is it the decimate that can do voxel? Or am I crazy? No, it's not decimate. It's a different modifier. Which one is it? I might be going crazy because I don't know what it's called. Is it a modifier? Am I lying? Generate. Build? No, that's not it. I don't know. I might just be lying. I have no idea. I swear it was a modifier. Thank you so much for the check-in, Elder. I hope you're doing well. And for the egg and head pad. Thank you. The Mary Janes I made are like cute dainty shoes with big chunky platforms. It's a cute combo. Yeah, I think some of the ones that I was looking at look like that. They look very cute. I think previously I have done like a flat lace. My brain is like, make round laces. Just make round laces. But not like super high poly ones, just like normal ones. I really want to find the modifier now, because otherwise I'm gonna think I'm like lying to myself. Blender voxel modifier. Wait, oh, it's the remesh? Oh, it's the remesh modifier. Never mind. What the I don't know what I'm looking at right now. Oh god. Oh wait, no, shit. Oh, Blender, please don't. I'm gonna remove you. I don't want you to fuck up my mesh. I'm sorry. Is this channel points icon the default cube? Yes, it is. It is. You can pay in cubes here. If you want to do pixel art textures, you kind of have to force yourself to by just using textures that are low res enough to make anything look pixelated. You can do 4K pixel art too, of course, by making your UV islands insanely small. So do you like do you use the new pixel brush? Because I swear there was is that Blender 5? There was a new pixel brush that just came out. Maybe for Blender 4.5 or Blender 5, I don't know. But do you use that, or do you just paint in like very low res. What was I doing? Oh yeah, shoes. Okay, so I think, oh yeah, I was looking up a tutorial. Create shoelaces in a minute. Let's have a look. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh wait, what? What's he doing? Oh, I know what he's doing. Well, do I? He's just putting a, okay, so he's putting a curve in and then he's just going fucking crazy. But I don't know what curve, if he's using a path or if he's using, hang on. Show me what you added. That looks like a bezel. Oh my god, he's going like 50 million miles an hour. Hang on. The quality of video is so... Oh, there we go. That makes more sense. I just have to change my settings. He goes mesh. No, curve. Oh my god. Bezier. Okay, so he literally just makes a bezier and then he scales it down and then he fixes it and then he thingies it and then he just ease, I think. So he goes in there, he scales down the points and then, okay, so I guess, and then he just applies the roundness on the thing. I don't know in less than a minute if that's real, but okay, cool. We can do that. We can try that out. See how we feel. My textures are like most 1K and I use multiple brushes, but the main thing is that the textures is low res, so no matter the brush, it will look pixelated. Also, don't forget closest interpolation for chunky pixels and linear for N64 blurry textures. There's so much things to learn. Actually, speaking of N64, Visu purchased a N64, like a modern N64, if you can call it, as far as I know. It's like N64, but it's remade. And it's very cool. It's very cool. But if I compare like how that looks compared to like an emulated game on the PC, like I feel like the emulated games, they just look a lot cleaner. But I guess the N64 looks more like what the N64 looked like when you were like a child, I guess, or like younger, right? When it came out, probably. It's very interesting. Because if you look at like speedruns and stuff, they'll look really clean on the older games. And then you open the N64 and it's like, oh, maybe it's like the TV we use as well. Because I think we have a bigger TV size than what one would use when you got the N64 for Christmas when you were a child. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's very interesting, but the console has like lots of different options to choose from to like do a scanline effect or do a clean effect, as they call it, or do like a more, I guess, authentic effect. Emulators sometimes have a lot of modern filters and tech that make it look quote unquote better, but yeah, also a CRT is very different to an LED. Yeah, I think that's like the main point, isn't it? And the size, like we have to blow up the image because it's a bigger TV. I don't know how big our TV is, but it's like the image isn't stretched, but it's a lot different to like when you were a kid and everything looked really good because everything was so compact and made for like that TV size. But now it's like blown up to a much bigger scale. Still very cool. I'm currently playing through Zelda Ocarina of Time for the first time, so obviously offline. But it's a lot of fun, but it's so fucking difficult. I don't get it. I don't get it how children can play that, or I guess children that are now adults can play that and like beat it and be like, yeah, that was easy. Like no idea. It's really difficult and I panic every time some kind of enemy comes towards me because there's like 50 different buttons to press. That's an exaggeration. There's like 3, but dude, there are some games that I beat as a kid that I can't bring myself to do anymore. I think so. One of my favorite games, like franchises, is Jak and Daxter, and I think it was pretty decent at Jak and Daxter when it came out, like when I was child. Oh, I think my chat disconnected for a bit. I think you guys are still connected, but basically, I don't think it's like this is one Is it Jak Next 1? Where you go and grab the little creature that keeps running away from you. I don't even know if I could like get that done nowadays. Like when I was a kid, I was able to do it, and my brothers were like, "Oh my god, you're God Gamer," and now I'm like, I'm no longer God Gamer. I'm washed up gamer. Let's see. So the person in the YouTube tutorial, I'm gonna shout out the channel. It is 3D Drip Studio. They made a tutorial called "Create a Shoelace in a Minute" blend tutorial, and this is what we're gonna be doing. So, literally, just made a Bezier curve. What I really fucking hate about Bezier curves is that for some stupid reason, in my opinion, they start off curved. Like, why? Why is that? It's really annoying. Like, wait, how do I, how do I reset it? Fuck, I always forget. Is there a way to just like? Do I need to do that? Clear tilt? No. How do I? How do I just? Oh, see what I mean? Like you have to like do this up. Why can't it just be straight from the start? I swear, someone must have made like a plugin that just makes like straight Bezier curves, right? Basically, I mean, we don't have those holes. Should we add the holes first? Do we model the holes? Fuck it. We'll whatever. We'll model the holes for now. We can always remove them if we don't want them. I guess it's a donut, right? A torus. Let's do like 8 by 8. 64 faces. Whatever. That's fine. That will do. That will do. I feel like I'd want more, but that will do for now. I can't imagine learning Blender before having the insane amount of tutorials we have now. I mean, I started learning it about, is it 2 years ago now? Roughly? Wait, shit. There's gonna be a hole, isn't there? You can always kill the faces clipping into the shoe later. Oh yeah, you're right. I think, to be fair, I'd much rather increase the scale and then just like cut it in half. Boolean time? Boolean. Oh no. I don't think that ever makes good meshes. I think, okay, hang on. Let's do that again, but let's do a, let's do like 4? No, let's do like 5. Okay, let's do like 6. Let's do like 6. That looks good, right? And then we just like chop half of it off. We're gonna have to start like merge these anyway and like connect them and stuff like that, I think. But for now, we'll just do this. I think that looks good. I don't know if we need to like make it a bit thicker or not. Well, is there not like a, let's do from normals. Is that too thick? Also, hi Dumo. Worst part of learning Blender near the beginning was the word tutorials, just none for how to navigate around Blender. It was difficult. Also, back in the day, the only real Blender tutorial person was Blender Guru. What are their names? Didn't Blender make their own tutorials, or was that only later? Because I followed the Blender 2.8 Fundamentals playlist, which was really good in my opinion. I still recommend it this day, even though you might have to use a different Blender version, like an older one, or just pass the knowledge over to the new one. later, I think. Okay. Hi, Ems. You look shiny today. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing? Hang on. Let me show you my model. Top secret model progress. All right. Let me just put it all together. Hang on. Hey, there we go. This is my 2.0. Thank you so much for the check-in, A Rock by Day. Welcome. Sorry, I was just scratching my eye. I snoozed the ad, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Cute. Thank you. Thank you. Remember, I used Blender back in 2008. No idea what version of Blender that was. I'm gonna say it was like Blender 0.5. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it was quite old. I remember in school when I was, so this must have been like 15 years ago now. Oh my god, I'm so old. About 15 years ago, I went to school, well, between 15 and 13 years ago. I went to school and there was this one guy in class who did Blender even back then. And it was insane. Like to me, I couldn't understand. Like he didn't make like VTubers because VTubers were not a thing at that point. He made like renders and stuff. But I couldn't understand it. Like it was just insane how it all worked. And I thought, yeah, he, had to know like how to do like a bunch of math and shit to work it. Turns out you don't. Well, not for just modeling anyway. For shaders, probably, but for modeling, it's don't think you really need it. Could be wrong, but I'm doing all right, and I fucking hate math, so I despise math. I'm not very good at it, which is, I assume, very common for people who hate math. I like how it looks so far. Thank you so much. It's been under a few design revisions. This does not match references here. These are just old references that I'm like combining and stuff like that. There's a few things I still need to like decide on, but we haven't gotten that far yet. Like how many things do we do? Also, I'm pretty silly. I've just realized I have a plugin that makes this stuff, what's meant to make this stuff very easy. Like so. So I don't have to like, well, this one, it didn't get it entirely perfect, but it's very handy. Ooh. How many are we doing? Because I feel like these polys are stacking up very quickly. How many does my IRL show? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 on my actual shoe. We'll do 7. Why not? 1, 2. Oh god. Hang on. Oh, don't do that. Why would you do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of fucking holes. Okay. These shoes are gonna be quite high poly, but whatever. They'll look good. That's all that matters, right? Maybe I'll like... Maybe this will be my high poly and I'll like bake it on. Maybe. It's crazy how Blender's like... It's actually 32 years old now. That is wild. Imagine if I started Blender at like 2 years earlier. Imagine where I'd be. Probably not making VTuber models, to be fair. But imagine. Right, these need to be... I'm gonna turn off this now, I think. Because I think it served its purpose. Did you make the model you're currently using? No. So I have a, hang on, let me snooze the real quick. So I have a 3D model that I have made, but I'm not using that 3D model today. So this 2D model is a customizable model. It's called the Prism model. I've made some texture edits, but generally I've not made the model itself. I made the earrings though. Do you like them? They're such a vital, they're not showing on this model yet. I need to make them as well. But they're such a vital part of my design that I was like, fuck it, I'm going to make them myself. I'm just going to try and put them on the ears. But they kind of disconnect, which is, I'd say, more accurate to my 3D model as well, because that has the exact same problem. But for a different reason. It's because I sucked at weight painting back in the day. But no, I've not made this one. But what I'm going to do is, because it is a customizable model, I'm going to be using it for my 2.0 as well. But I'm going to customize it to look like the 2.0 instead, which I think is very nice, very nice. But I've started to feel the limitations of a customizable model now. There's a couple of things that I don't think I can add to my model with the specific model I bought because of how it's set up, which is a bit of a shame, but I still very much love it. I just need to like get used to the new, there was like an update that did a bunch of stuff that I need to get used to. I should probably combine these now. Join. Hi, Lucy. Oh, she's 2D today. Yeah, I was 3D 2 days in a row, so I was like, fuck it. We're gonna go 2D today. It's so much, it's not easy to set up. Like, they're both just like 2 programs, but it's easier to set up in a way. I don't know how to explain it. But there's way less things on it, which is a bit of a shame. Mirror. Okay, so we have shoes with rings. Okay, cool. You know who to text when you need help with VTuber stuff? I know, and I appreciate that. The earrings are a must. They really are. They're my everything. I don't know why I'm so attached to them, but they just are. They just are. I love the earrings so much. And they make no damn sense. Like, imagine if you were wearing these earrings IRL, you get like hit in the face instantly by just having like a slight ear movement. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We don't have to consider that because we don't have cat ears IRL, so we don't have to worry. Step on me, damn. Hang on. I think I did it. They will tangle in my hair. Oh no, 100%. Steppies. I don't think I can do it probably like with the camera. I started using it in 2021, but not seriously though, so I can't do anything like this. I mean, I could, but I don't know anatomy. Me neither, to be fair. Anatomy is such a difficult thing. As Dumo likes to say, you just need to study it. And whenever someone tells me to study anatomy, I get irrationally angry and tell them to stop. So I will probably at one point in my life. But for now, this is fine. For now, this is okay. I skipped anatomy. I just throw shit at the wall till 6 and hey, it works. Honestly, if that is what you need to do to just enjoy it for a bit, then that is completely fine. I think for me, I'm gonna try and like, once I get to a certain point, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna study a bit of it, but then only in pieces, only in parts, because otherwise I'll get so frustrated and I'm gonna chuck my computer at the wall. So I don't know, something about anatomy just absolutely pisses me off. I don't know why. It's just the thought of there being so many parts to a human body. I don't like it. Yes, steppies. Forget you have that emo. It's so good. It's so fucking cold right now. I'm freezing. Same. Well, not same because I'm wearing this huge fluffy jumper. But same. It was really cold. There was actually a bit of snow today, which is, it's shocking. It's not like Norway snow, but it was relatively snow. That's not a sentence, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. Hang on. I'm gonna grab these. Just want to do... Oh, don't want to do that. I want to do... Well, I don't want to do that either. Actually, you know what? We're going to wait until we've applied something, I think. It's like -5 outside. It's snowing right now, though. Oh, that's nice. I think... I don't know how cold it is. I'm going to say it's probably like a -3 or 2 here. It's pretty cold. Hey, your foot anatomy is like top tier. Oh, thank you. I woke up this morning to -6 and a massive layer of snow. It was terrifying driving down my road. Do you have to like, there's going to be an ad coming up and I can't snooze it again, so we're going to run an ad break, but very quickly, do you have to like salt the road, like in front of your house, so that you don't die when you step outside, or? Right, we're going to take a quick ad break, back in about 3 minutes, but I'm going to pause everything so no one's missing anything, okay? BRB. Welcome back, welcome back. I got myself some lemonade. The, I don't know the brand, just lemonade drink. Hi, ads are over. Hi. How are you? I'm good, how are you? Yeah, I got myself some lemonade. Delicious lemonade. It's the only, what's it called? It's the only soft drink left in the house. Very sad. Yo, careful, feet are banned on Twitch. But these are shoes! Wait, why are feet banned on Twitch? What? Really miserable, but can't do anything about it, so gonna be happy and chat for you. Oh, well, I hope you feel better soon. They banned feet. How dare they? How could they ban feet? It's okay, these are shoes, so it'll be fine. Yummy, yes. Lemonade is really nice. The most banned? What about toes? Are they okay? Can we show toes? So I'm just scratching my eye. Just work on them for purposes, you know? You're fine arting. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so. Toes in bio. Oh, no. Oh, laces. Right, where did our... Oh, my God. You can't see it because it's, like, my wall of shame, but... I have not named anything, like, ever. Well, that's a lie. I've named some things. So I'm gonna go name them now to try and help myself a little bit. We have Bezier curve, which is our Bezier curve. So these are going to be the lace curve. Then we have crystal. The hell? Oh. Collar crystal, I guess. And then there's pendant crystal. Collar pin. I don't know what this is, but cube 002. What's cube 00? I guess we can just combine them, right? And call these cart set crystals. And what about cube 004? All right. Shoe crystals. Shoe crystal zipper. Empty. What's empty? Iteration or reference. That needs to go in the reference folder. Empty 01. What's empty 01? Oh. Corset picture. Reference, you go. I'm trying, remember trying to start naming meshes and then I gave up after like a week. It is really, really like difficult to keep on top of it. Like I like to do it, especially at least in the end game. But then at that point, I've like suffered with hours and hours of not naming them, you know? I don't do that either. Then have to deal with a giant mess. Always fun. It is pretty fun, not gonna lie, because it feels a little bit relaxing to going through these ones and being like, what is this? What is that? These are shoes. And these are like shoe top, I guess. Sleeve. Oh, these are actually sleeves. What's sleeve 1? Sleeve straps. Sphere. Sphere? Oh, necklace. Ball. As long as you can understand what it is that you named. Oh yeah, 100%. I don't know. I have something called like that. I don't know what that is, and I'm a bit scared to open it. What is it? Oh, it's literally that. Okay, that makes sense why I called it that. Cool. Use any wear hair? We are getting to hair. We're just finishing up the clothing first. All right, duty calls. Gotta go. That is fine. Thank you so much for stopping by, Lucy, and I hope your duty is fun. Poster pic in general of the path, by the way. It's horrific at night. In my Discord. Hang on, let me have a look. I'll have a look in the Discord. Oh my god, how dare you post it in general? Joking. Oh my god, what the fuck? That looks scary as hell. Wait, what do you mean lake? There's just grass. I assume this is like an older picture, maybe? Or there's like a very, very small lake. Why is there like a random cross? In the top right corner. Is the bottom of a very fast hill. First, a massive hill where you get a lot of cruise speed, then a speedy hill when you get a lot of real like racing speed, and then suddenly turn. It's called a super bike path because it's so fast, like a motorway for bikes. Jesus. There's a lot of wood. A lot of forest though. That's nice. I'm also not gonna lie. The junction where like all the roads come together. I looked at it first and was like, that's like, you know, the Satan star, but it's not. It's really not. Those pixels poking through the top. Is that just a glitch? Oh, you mean this? Yeah, it's just a mesh like underneath. There's nothing sus going on. It's usually just like the mesh when you zoom in and out. I think it has to do with like the clipping distance or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's a bit silly. I think it's just because there's a denser amount of mesh there, and it's not as like it's very, very tight. Like with the underlying mesh, you can kind of see it here, but there's nothing sus. Okay. I'm currently working on an OC as I'm watching you do your thing, and I keep going back and forth on whether or not I'm liking what I'm doing. That was literally me right before I was able to like ask someone who already drew a version of my design that I really liked, be like, hey, can I use this? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh my god, you're the best. Legit said that. It's a nice top though. You carefully topo that. So I think what I did is, what the fuck is going on here? That's not right. Ignore this. Oh no, wait, that's because of design. Never mind. I think I just grabbed this mesh and then just duplicate it, and then I made some changes. Like I prefer to, if I can, especially if it's something that's tight fitting, to just grab the underlying mesh, duplicate it, and then separate it, and then just blow it up a little bit, just because it will be easier to weight paint. But for some places, like here, where there's, you know, the mesh differs a bit, it doesn't work. So you have to like make more mesh, make new mesh, I guess. You should stop zooming out. The way it's rendering makes it look like something inappropriate is there when it isn't. I know, it's the blended curves. Weight transparency up. Yeah, that's honestly one of my favorite ways to weight paint. It's just to steal the weight painting from the underlying topology. It's really nice. Like there will be some places where it won't work as well, but it just saves you so much time. I think in the crotch area, it doesn't work as well because of like everything being so close together. But generally it works pretty okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop zooming out. You're right. What was I doing? We were working on shoes. Okay, so we need to get our, what do we call it? Hang on. Let's call these shoelace holes. I'm more of a manually weight paint everything while I cry kind of 3D artist. Why? Why do you do that? Why suffer? I use automatic weight painting as a base because I can't be fucked doing all the weight painting like manually. If it's like a really bad automatic job, I'll clean up like bigger regions, right? But then once I'm happy with the weight painting on the underlying body, sorry, hiccups. I then do a weight transfer and call it a day. Well, not entirely. I'll sometimes call it a day, and sometimes I'll be like, oh shit, I need to fix this. And clothing, I actually find using an add-on called robust weight transfer or something like that is quite powerful of a starting weight transfer. Yeah, I use that one as well. It's really nice. Always solidify the body weights first, then move on to clothing so you aren't switching back and forth. True, but also I unfortunately do not work that way. I try and do that as much as I can. Like I'm trying to get better at not having to like go back and forth. But sometimes I'll have to make some fixes and then I'll have to just redo the weight transfer. I think with I don't know if this applies to robust, but I think with the normal weight data transfer, you can select a bone at a time. So you can like only like a specific bone to change the weight painting on, which is really nice. Let's see. Shoe. Ah, lace curve. Okay, so this is what the person did. And we're just gonna scale these down. And same goes for this one. And then we're just gonna move it and scale the entire thing down, I guess. So what they seem to do, I mean, I didn't fully watch the entire video, but what they generally seem to do was they just did like this. Hang on, how do laces work? Hang on, let me just look. So they go there. Oh no, it goes up here, doesn't it? Yeah. And then it comes together, right? Yeah, because it gets into a thingy. And then I guess we just need to do that again, but with the other side. I wonder if we can, I guess we'll just grab this one, right? And then boom. Yeah, we got it. But at each connection point, you need 2 points to help direct the laces over another. Okay. I'll add those. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, hang on. What the hell? No, not you. I should probably just round them up now, right? Geometry. Is it this one? Let's turn down that for a bit. Let's do like 4 for now. Play with that after the fact. Get them positioned for key corners first. Yeah, I just wanted something so that I could actually see it. Because otherwise I found it a bit hard to see it. So, did you say having 2 on each to go have one go up and under? Is that right? So like having one here. Yeah, the bottom one is, and then like so, right? Use 2 points at each corner to handle it over. Or do you mean, so this doesn't count? Like it's just 2. Like so. More or less. That seems to be about right. And then that needs to go below. Can I subdivide? No, I need to like select 2 points to subdivide. So it goes below and up. So this one needs to go. I've just realized the laces are probably, unless I go for, I mean, I could go for chunkier laces, but they're a bit thin right now compared to the whole. That should be okay. So this needs to be below that. Actually, that probably needs a oh, subdivide just to like move it above. Hang on, how do we feel about this so far? Like, I think it will look really good once it's done, but oh, it is a bit heavy in the polys, isn't it? Just as help points direct it. Like I said, this is how I found the easy way to handle it. Yeah, this seems to be a pretty decent way to do it. Just resolution setting on curve settings. Yeah, I've just messed around with them a little bit, but you can't really see it because my giant head is in the way. How many polys do you want, any? Yes. I mean, I'm happy with as many polys as my computer can handle, to be perfectly honest. Because if I can't enjoy my model the way I want, why even bother making it, you know? I am for 50 to 70k for use case. For the shoes only? I'm joking. I assume you mean like the entire model. The entire project, yeah. Oh, that's a bit more than what I've done in the past. I think how much are we at now? We're at 84k right now, which isn't too bad. But we still don't have hair. So I think I'm probably gonna have to go in and reduce it a bit, especially like in these areas. I mean, I haven't applied the subdiv yet, but I wanna like apply the subdiv and then connect them to like these. It's just for, well, it has multiple purposes. It basically, the main purpose is VTubing. So I'm just gonna chuck it into Rudo and call it a day. It is my, like the one I'm gonna use. So I'll be able to tinker with it and change some stuff if it gets a bit too high poly. But then I'm going to, what was I gonna say? I'm going to use it in VRChat as well. So I'll use a bit more optimized version. And then, by optimized, I mean just lower the textures. And then I think, I don't know, whatever else I want to use it for, I guess. I want to get into like animation at some point, but if I do like animation as in like animation, then I can go with higher poly assets, but then I'm probably gonna have to make changes to my model or like an iteration of my model to make it look good. And that requires work. Work. VTuber models, I'm willing to let it go to 80 to 100k, but for clients, I would ask for their hardware they're streaming with, because that 50 to 70k should be the big one. I think it really does depend on the clothing. Like, I find that quite a few VTubers, maybe not myself right now, but quite a few VTubers have a lot of layered clothing, which can cause issues if they want to have everything be like visible at the same time, and also you can like hide and unhide every asset. It can get quite heavy on the polys. And then there's like multiple clothing, like multiple outfits, multiple haircuts. That can really quickly add up. But it's always best to try and make it as optimized as possible. Thank you so much for the lurk, Ems. Sorry, I just need a drink. Hang on. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. You're getting there. Can't really see this one as well. Might need to add some in the middle for these ones. The body itself, I think, usually lands around 25k before clothing, and that's normal for any humanoid asset. If you can get 25k on body alone, then you can focus on those higher details for hair and clothing. Hang on, let's take it to the test. So we have 29 is not bad. It could probably be optimized further. But that's including the head and everything. Well, not these ones, but it includes the body mesh. Let's see, what are we doing? Okay. But yeah, I think lately I've just been like, well, I have the hardware to run it, so why spend like a lot of time optimizing it if my computer can handle it? That obviously does not apply to clients because they will have different specs, right? But for me, for stuff that I use personally, if I can handle that, then there's no point spending hours and hours optimizing it if it's only something I'm going to use anyway. But then it's like, is it going to be something I'm only going to use? Like, what if someone else wants to use my model for something? Then that's going to be quite difficult to use. If they're expecting something to be not as atrocious as I've set it up. Optimize your personal stuff for continuous practice. Not your model. What if you want to use the base model for a starting point? No, but I think that's different. Like if the base model, like the base model is what, 29k, which isn't that bad. I could use that, and if I wanted to use that as a starting point, I could just optimize it if I needed to for a different client, you know, like even more. Because I think the lowest poly character I did, which was for a game, was, I think we got it down to like 34k, which was hard work. And that was like big floofy tail, lots of hair. But I think you didn't have to take off the clothes or anything. So I think we were able to basically delete half of the body mesh inside. Which was nice because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do it. But the real killer is if you have layered stuff that also needs to like be taken off. Because then you can't merge stuff. You can't like do any of that fun stuff that you can do to optimize it. But to be fair, I am planning to make my, like the body I have now, my base mesh. Because I'm quite happy with it. Oh my god. So I might look at optimizing it a little bit more. Especially in the, oh my god, stop. In the booba region. Amazing texture work, and almost can make like a 5k triangle model look like a 100k one. Yeah, I think I also want to do more baking from high to low. Like high doesn't need to be like 500,000 polys. It can just be something higher than what you have, right? I think I need to add, yeah, another curve to these ones because these are like, with the slope, they're kind of disappearing. But I'm going to just position everything first and then try. It does go... Wait, hang on, am I stupid? No, that's right. Is it? Hang on. Like if I do... Ooh. Does that go... That goes in and then it comes out. I think I need to reposition some of these. Like so. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. But what if you need the computer power for something else? I buy more computer power. No, you do raise a good point. But it just, like, I guess it just depends on the purpose. Like, the Rudo model, I'm probably going to use for streams and for, what's it called? Screenshots and illustrations and stuff like that. Like the things that I'm currently making. So it needs to look pretty. Wait, what the fuck's going on here? But then it doesn't have to be like super high poly, like 500,000. But then there's like, I could have a separate version which is for like animations, which I could then afford to make higher poly. To be honest, I could probably just like slap a subdiv on it and animate with that and then call it a day. It's probably not that easy, but the dream is that it would be that easy. Hang on. They're not right. So up, down, up, down, up. That's not right. That is not right. You need to go up, down. You need to go up. That's your problem. Aha! Is that right? You need to like go like... Yeah, okay. Up, down, up. And then, obviously, we need to fix this a bit, but... It's like a fish. Like a dolphin. And then down, up. Yeah, that's wrong. I knew there was something eerie, like something wasn't making sense. Subdivide. I guess I'll put one here and then I'll do another subdivide and then I'll put that one over here. And then up. Yeah, okay, so that one seems to be alright now. So if we do... Which way did I go? So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, it's not really down, but you know what I mean. Down, up, down, up, down. Oh, no, that's the one I did. So... That isn't right, is it? No, that isn't right. No, wait, hang on. Up, down. So this needs to be like going down. I need to figure out which lace I want to be like overlapping as well. I might need to lift these up because I don't think there's going to be like any genuine way. Like I think I need to scale these down and maybe increase the roundness of the lace. That's all twisted. What do you mean? Down, up, down, up. That's not, hang on. Up, down, up, down. It's meant to be down, but it's just hiding. Up, down, up, and then down, up. Hang on, where there's a, I swear there was a, is that one meant to be here? And then subdivide. I usually start with one side, then do the other side, and remember to skip every other side. That's right then, right? Or am I losing my mind? Hang on, where is this? Ah, there we go. You're on the right path. Okay. Thank you. You just have a lot of visual confusing me. That's fair. That's fair. This one goes up and then down. And then, yeah, okay, so that seems right. Right, I need to decide which one do I want to be the bottom one. I'm going to say this one. This one's going to be the bottom one. Which is this one. So this one, you go up. I don't think it really matters, to be fair, but... So that means you will always be below. I think my polygon style, I'm willing to take it as far as like a PS2 game. Sometimes I'm tempted to learn to model like you do, but I don't know. Maybe someday. I'm very on the fence about it. I think what could be really fun, maybe, is if you did like... You had one of like the models in your usual style, and then you try to recreate it in like a higher poly version. Because then you have a solid reference to go by. Obviously, it would help if you had like a... I guess a more like high poly drawing reference as well, right? If you don't already have that. I don't know if you also have the references in like a PS2 style. Or like in your pixel style, if that makes sense. Or if they're high resolution drawings that you make into pixel, if that makes sense. Below. You need to go like below and then... Wait, what? No, wait, that's right. No, wait, that is not right. There we go. You need to go below here. You need to go... Do you only have one? Hang on. You need to go below here. So below. I think I need to... Yeah, I do think I need to like flick these out a bit. Listen, we just model things here. True. We don't think, we just do. Yes, I sadly don't do references. It's all from my brain because I can't do 2D. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I feel like I would be very lost in the world in general if I didn't have a reference. I mean, that's like what my entire style is based on. I say style, it's not really a style, but my entire workflow is based on like have 2D reference, try and recreate as best as possible. Except for this one actually, because this one is just taking loose bits from each. So that one isn't actually following my usual reference, but up, hang on. Up. And then you need to go, it's because you only have one, that's why. You need to go down. Like so. When it comes to reference, the best you'll get with me is a mood board, but no actual 2D reference of my character. That's fair. I mean, if that's the best workflow that works for you, then like that's fine. I think I would just generally really struggle if I didn't have one, to be honest. But that's because my I don't know what it's called, but it's like the way you like imagine things and transfer it onto paper or transfer it into 3D model, like that part of me really fucking sucks. I'm not very good at using like a visual library. Obviously you can get better at it by using references, but I think in general I would just be very, very lost. Okay, hang on. So we need to go down. Okay, so before we do anything else, let's do a save incremental. And then these bits will just like... I don't know if we need to like tuck them in and just make them more. They just need like a little bit more space, I think. Now I guess do we do this? No, that's meant to be rounded. Maybe not this one. Maybe we'll keep it round for this one. Right, so we go. So this one needs to be up. More like up over here, I think. Well, not that. Not that much. But it needs to be below. And then it goes down here, and then that goes. Do you know what it is? It almost like feels like a snake. I don't know how to explain it. It feels very weird. You need to be like twisted. And then this needs to be moved here. Hang on, I'm gonna just have a look at what I think of the laces, because I feel like the laces on the bottom look fine, but then when it comes to here, I don't know, are they just not... Have a look at my real shoe here. Something about how they look don't feel right. I think I can't push... Well, I can, but hang on. Let me have a look at my shoe. So, pretty much as soon as it exits the hole, it like goes up and then it goes down. Okay. It's hard because I have my shoe in front of me, but I don't have it on. And I feel like the tension of the laces will look a lot different when it's actually on my foot. Does that make sense? I think this one needs to just be smaller and be... Like, that's a nicer shape, I think. But then I can't push it too small because this needs to come up. And this needs to actually be... above the thing. Is this higher than the other one? I looked up both goth laces and they're pretty similar to how you have them right now. Yeah, I think it's just like this is like, I needed to have enough space, but also at the same time, not obstruct the lace. The clipping might not be bothering you too, and also no texturing, pre-texture, everything looks ugly. That is true. There's nothing uglier than a model that hasn't been textured yet. It's so fucking scary looking. Okay, I think that looks fine for now. So I'm just gonna have to make sure that the laces are fine. So up. It's like getting over this like bump. on this side is harder than it is on that side, and I don't know why. It's very strange. Just gonna push it a little bit. But then we will have to move them a little bit again. I wonder if these rings are just a bit... Like here they're kind of flush and here they're not. So maybe that is my issue. Like if I put them as flush as I can make them. Because what I'm thinking is this middle line, we're just gonna like remove the mesh that sticks out when we combine it all. Oh my god, where am I? Ah! Okay, there we go. And last one. Oh, this one has gone a bit. Okay, I think... Oh wait, last one. Okay, I think they're a bit better now. I'm just gonna save an incremental and then let's grab this. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna take my hoodie up because it's boiling now. Give me a second. Yo, hoodie is off. Let's go. Time to lock in. Oh god. Right, hang on. I'm just gonna have a drink as well. And drinking? Damn, she's cooking over there. I'm really warm. I haven't realized how warm that hoodie's made me. Ooh, until now. Okay. So, oh, my finger. Right. Next level window open. No, it's like ice cold. I might have to. Just a little bit. And then all the spiders will come in and eat me. Okay, so hang on. You need to be... Ooh. Like so. I've been painting the same face for like 3 days now, and I still can't decide if I like it or not. Real artist paint time. I really should pick up like Substance Painter or retry Oko Paint. I really like Substance Painter. I don't like that it's run by Adobe, but as a program, like generally just as a program, it is really nice. It's definitely worth trying if you can like afford it, because I think the one-time license is quite expensive, and you can pay subscription, but then you have to pay Adobe, which is a bit... No one likes to pay Adobe. And it's a subscription, so you don't even own it. Or you can go the other route, which I'm not going to mention on Twitch. That works. But in general, Adobe is... Not Adobe, fuck. Never Adobe. In general, Substance Painter is really good. I really like it. Okay, we're getting somewhere now, I think. This needs to go into the void. Into the void you go. I'll eventually fellow fucking Opie Oomphy, 100%. I'll eventually try occupating again because I like how as much of my pipeline is in Blender as possible. That makes sense. I mean, that was... Wait, shit, I fucked it up. How did I fuck it up? That's not right. It needs to be going like so. It's so easy to mess this up. There we go. That's, yeah, that's correct. Maybe I need a bit more resolution. Maybe that's what's stopping me here. Which does mean more polys, but I mean, at this point, I just want to get these laces done. I do get the whole like process of wanting everything inside one program though, because that's, I mean, that's what I really want with Blender. I want Blender to have good texturing tools. But at the moment, Substance is kind of kicking its ass unless you go with like a plugin like OcuPaint. Which I've not tried much of. I've tried a little bit. And some people love it and some people hate it, it seems. And maybe a little bit of clipping isn't like the end of the world. Like just on the laces themselves. I don't like that it clips with the... with this though. I think that's what I'm not a fan of. So that goes down and then that goes down into there and then this needs to go up. But this needs to go down. Oh wait, shit, what the hell is this? Is that meant to be over here? I also want to learn the eye cutout plus making the eyeball thing, which is why I'm trying to up the fidelity of my models a bit. If it's too low poly, there's no way you'll have enough topology to fit a ball in there. The eye cutout. Making the eyeball a thing. You mean instead of like a flat eye, like an anime style, you're gonna try and make like an actual eyeball? Lurk, thank you so much for the lurk, Elowention. Thank you. Let me move this one over here, but this one needs to be on top. So let me just fix this one a little bit. Yeah, like instead of a texture, have the eyeball be an actual mesh. That's how you do it, right? Well, it depends what you want to do. Like if you want to make the eyeball, oh my god. If you want to make the eyeball a mesh, you could do that. Usually, I don't know what style you do, but in anime, the most common one I see is that you just have like a flat hole and then you just chuck an eyeball like flat mesh in there. I mean, this is flash. Oh my god, I can't fucking speak. This is flat, but I'm gonna concave it a little bit, I think. But then I think in furry models, I see quite a bit of eyeball, like proper eyeball, instead, which works really well for their style. Oh, you do a plane on top of a hole? Yeah, yeah. No, this is just this. It's just this. So basically this is just like it's like a mouth hole, a mouth sock, but instead of mouth, it's just like eyeball sock, like this. I want to try like a eyeball style anime model at some point though, because I think there's positives with both of them. I think the only thing I've heard about eyeballs is depending on how much you protrude it, it can be quite difficult to do like a what's it called? A a blink with a blend shape. So obviously when you do it here, the eye just goes straight down and it's fine. But if you do like a protruding eyeball, you're gonna have some issues like blinking unless you want to like move the eyeball in or do some other like whack stuff. I think one of the few things I saw, which was more for like Blender specifically, was doing a Blender, not Blender, a blend shape driver. So you could have it so that when, if you have two blend shapes, one that goes down, and one that protrudes, you can have them run at the same time so they make like a smooth blink, if that makes sense. But it's a bit more to set up. Yeah, you need an actual convex eyelid or shape keys. Yeah, it's a bit more annoying, I think, because I think, at least for VTubers, generally the VTubing program expects you to use like a blink, like an ARKit blink, which is just one blend shape. Yeah, I've used that for my low poly models. Didn't know some use it for higher poly anime styles models too, though. Yeah, no, I think it's the ones that I've looked at. It's fairly common, but again, it depends on the style. I did actually have um there was one model I had to set up that like system with two blend shapes that activate together. But what you can do, like in say in VRChat, you can have blinking animation, so you can just set that up as an animation clip and call it a day. Like you don't have to worry about it. But if it's just expecting a blend shape, that makes it a bit more difficult. Probably not too bad actually, but more than what I'm used to. It goes down, up. I think this one, we need to sort out this one first, which is kind of sorted, but not really. Hang on, let me just fix this one. Time for me to go to bed. Bye-bye. No worries. Thank you so much for stopping by, Dumo. I hope you have a good night's sleep. So yeah, this one needs to go. I wonder if it's like the shape of it. Like if I do it more like here, will it be easier? I wonder if you'll need to deform the boots flap a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to do earlier, but I think for now I'm just gonna try and get it as a relatively nice shape, and then I'll have a look. I might just go fuck it, this works. They call it a day. Because I think some of them I hadn't rotated correctly, which was causing me some issues. Oh, we're having ads again. Oh, not a fan, not a fan. Like, I feel like these ones I'll have to move them out a little bit. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do this, I don't think. But then it's like the more I move it out, the more it's going to require to get over that bump. Yeah, I feel like you'd rather just do it like this than add even more topology, just have perfect laces. Oh yeah, no, I don't want to add, if I can help it, I don't want to add any more topology, but I might need to add some depending on like what I need to do. But then again, like these are curves, so I could literally just, once I apply them, I can move them like loop by loop to where they need to go. It's not like the end of the world. But if they have a little of clipping between themselves, I think that's gonna be fine. Like that's not like the biggest deal. But I'd of course prefer if they didn't have that. I think it's just this part that's like throwing me off. Like if I just flatten that a little bit, it looks a lot better. And then, right, what about this one? So I guess let's focus on getting this one right first. Like if they do a little bit like this, I can go, like once I've applied and I can just move it. Because I mean, real life objects aren't completely straight and like perfect either. Also, we're gonna start our ad break. I literally forgot that it was coming. And it just says ad starting soon, so it's not gonna let me postpone it. So we're gonna have our 3-minute ad break and we'll be back in about 3 minutes. Don't worry, I'm gonna pause everything so nothing's gonna be missed. You know, my tedious process of putting lace in. But yeah, we're just gonna take a little break now. You can go get a cup of tea, or I might get a cup of tea actually, or some biscuits. I wish I had more biscuits. Oh, I'm hungry. Okay, going on our break. BRB. Welcome back. Welcome back. I didn't get a tea. I got lazy. I went on my phone. But yeah, welcome back. We're just gonna continue working on our laces. Doom scroll instead of making tea. True, but also my brain was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to make tea in 3 minutes. I feel like that's gonna be quite hard. I just entered the stream and it was an ad break screen and just instantly an ad appears to me. Anyways, hi Zenidora, hi everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm sorry. You might have just caught us in the ad break that I completely forgot to postpone. But how are you doing? Let's see, can I get this? I think this is starting to become good enough. I think I'm gonna have to move the like this just the tiniest bit out just to make it make sense. Doing really good. New Year's going well. Hope the same for you too. And also wish this year goes amazing for you and everyone else. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that your New Year is going well though. My New Year so far is going pretty good, I'd say. Pretty decent. I was able to get all the sickness out last year, so that's good. That's good for me. I don't have like any like specific plans or anything though. I think we have a few holidays booked, but no, I say holidays. We have time off of work, which isn't really a holiday, but they call it a holiday at work. So we'll have some time to like relax and stuff like that throughout the year, thankfully. Let's see. Move this inwards. Swoop. Swoop. Yeah, that's right. And this goes above. Yeah, that's right as well. You have time not spent dead. I mean, I guess. As long as I'm not dead, then it's a pretty good year for me, isn't it? Also great to do, you put in a list. Those are some pretty nice objectives. Oh yeah, I forgot. Someone came in after the it was Billy. Billy came in, someone in the chat came in and was like, why have you put that you're gonna take over no, why have you put you're gonna commit war crimes? And then I said I have to defend myself and say it wasn't me. And they were like, well, it's on your stream. And I'm like, no, it's not me. I didn't put it there. It was not me. Let's see. How do I... Oh, there we go. Push it down. And then this goes up. Oh my god, we're nearly there. We're so nearly there. It's crazy. We are nearly there. I'm actually gonna... shit, where is it? I'm gonna push this up a little bit. 1, a hobby. 2, a human right and obligation. 3, self-care. What do you mean, hobby? Anyway. Let me rotate this. Oh, I cannot. I cannot rotate it. If I grab this... Oh, wait, that's the wrong way. Wait, what the hell? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that goes up, but that needs to go down. I feel like this flop needs to... come out of it. Maybe like this a little bit. And then that goes down and that comes back up. Like so. How much snow is coming to Britain? I don't know. I don't know. It's been snowing just a tiny bit. Where I am anyway. But I think snow in UK. I think it's different, like way different from where you are. Like from depending on where you are, I mean. Like flights have been cancelled and schools have closed. as new cold weather warnings issued across UK. It's kind of crazy. But to be fair, every like the joke is that every time this is like a tiny bit of snow, everything closes down in the UK. So also seeing the model now in Blender is amazing to see all the work done. I still remember seeing you working on the feet and struggling with it. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we've gotten a bit further than the feet at this point. We now don't even see the feet anymore. So, yay or nay, I guess, depending on how you see it. Don't mention feet. They'll spend 4 weeks looking and talking about them. Okay, listen. I'm not a feet lover, okay? It was just difficult making the feet. I do remember watching her work on the feet. Sealander's about to have a heart attack. I'm not a feet enthusiast. No, that will not be my legacy, all right? Thigh enthusiast? Sure. But feet enthusiast? No dice. Also, I do have a very humble request. You're not obliged to accept it, but I think I made a post on the Discord saying that I was gonna think of like chat names, as in like what to call you guys other than just chat, right? And I've been trying to think and nada, there's nothing. I thought it'd be fun to have something 3D model related, but I just couldn't I couldn't think of anything. So if you guys have any suggestions, please, I beg you, please tell me. You will be credited on my MySpace. I'm so bad with like wordplay and puns and stuff. Like at one point I was like, okay, should I just call you like the verts, as in like the vertices? But then I was like, no, that's like too basics. And then people are gonna be like, it sounds like warts. And that's not very nice. So yeah, I'm dumbfounded on what I should pick. It's so hard. Like unless you have like a specific like theme, it's really difficult. Hang on. Zenidora's what? Zenidora's people engaging really maturely or sperm. That is not that is not Twitch safe. That is not Twitch safe. But I like the creativity. I'm gonna give you an A forever. Zenidorable. Oh, that's cute. The Zenidorables. Oh, that's cute. But is it like is it tacky to use my own name though? I don't know. The Zenidorables. I like that one. Adorable is such a word I really like. Well, don't know what else people like to be identified, but I like to be identified as a Tesseract. Wait, really? A lot of VTubers either use their own name, like make a pun, or something related to their themes. I don't know if I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it. A for in case it's not clear at all. I'm off my ass on morphine. I chipped my spine today when falling off my bike. Oh no! I hope you feel better soon. I didn't know you actually fell off it. I thought you were just like talking about your dangerous route. That's wild. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Not the spine injury, but what you just said. It's fine. I tried having a look today because I was like, what do other people do? Because I'm a sucker for stealing people's ideas and just using it myself. But you know what I mean, like getting inspiration and stuff. And there was a couple of really good names. Like I think Mori Calliope uses Deadbeats, which that one slaps so hard. I don't know. It's really nice. Because it has multiple meanings, right? I think I've seen a lot of what's her name? Viral and the AI one. Neuro is that her name? Um, I've seen them come up a lot lately because I think they won the not they didn't win they broke the Twitch hype train or something, and they're calling themselves the Swarm, which I thought was quite unique because I think as you mentioned, like a lot of people will just like put it like they use their name as you said, or they'll use like a theme or whatever. But the Swarm, I don't know what that's referencing to, but I quite like it. It's quite nice. Hello, Narwhal. Welcome. Thank you so much for the check-in. I fell off it on my way home slip because the place wasn't de-iced. Ah, that really sucks. Thank you for the egg. Thank you. Neurosoma, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I remember Beetle. I just don't remember. I didn't remember it was Neuro or something else. Get egg since it doesn't hydrate. I'm gonna have a drink with egg. Hang on. But yeah, I've been really struggling. I've been really struggling. I'm not gonna lie. And then I was thinking, was there anything like anything to do with cats? Because believe it or not, I'm a cat VTuber, right? Very basic, but I just really love cats. Do you have a theme? Um, Not really. Like, I mean, you can look at my 2.0, not my 2.0. You can look at my 1.0 and be like, what the hell is she wearing? And then my 2.0 has a little bit of a theme, but not really. Like, there's a lot of like this shape, like crystal shape, which are also gonna be my earrings, right? No, not feet, not feet. No. But I remember you talking about the name thing and a new identity, Nordic identity, Valkyries, cat, kittens, fox thing, mutes. Like, are you some cute god of destruction that's trying to destroy the world by streaming? Oh, I love those lores. I fucking love them. It's like this very, very intricate lore, and it's like, but now I just stream video games. It's so good. That's what your community should be called, Toes. No! No, I can't call my community Toes. Oh no. I don't actually have any lore. I'm really bad at writing. So I never really, oh my god, nah, not the grippers, no. Oh, okay, we can't have anything related to feet because that I refuse to have that be my legacy. But yeah, I generally don't have any lore. I've been starting to I've been thinking of like some kind of not a lore. I just want to make cool fights. That's all I want to do. I don't have a specific lore. Maybe I should commission someone to make lore for me, and then we can decide the name based on the lore. Maybe that's I don't know. Bear dogs. No. Okay, I can start streaming and be the feet tuber then. If you want to be the feet tuber, go ahead, be my guest. Since you're old grandkids. Okay, I'm not that would actually be kind of cute if I was like 60, but I'm not even 30 yet. I am old for the VTuber standard, but maybe I'll wait like 20 years. I'll stream for another 20 years and then I can call everyone my grandkids. That sounds good. Usually that name then the VTuber refers to chat comes from their own lore or the avatar ones, as that defines a lot of the theme in the stream. That is true. I mean, the biggest theme of my stream is 3D modeling. Like that's what I do. Like sometimes I will play video games, but like I make 3D models. Like that's what I do. And that's probably gonna be like my primary source of creation. Either making 3D models or animating 3D models. Like something to do with 3D models. Like that's usually my jam. It's only recently that I got like a 2D model, for example. So my brain was like, we need to have something that like is 3D model related, you know? I mean, there's like 64, I think, year old VTubers. Can you really count yourself old for VTuber standards? Okay, but there's polys. Polys or something like that. Oh, so I was thinking about like polygons or polys earlier, but polys written with a Y. But the way you've written polys there, that's really cute. Will people believe it's like polygon related and not like pollen? Also, is it offensive in a different language? Oh god, it's an insect. As in like roly-polies. Ooh, ooh, nasty. Do you guys want to be a bug? Why does that such a cute word have to be related to insects? Or pelag? Yeah, that one's a bit. I was imagining your model being a feet that can talk and move some giggles. Don't know why. What do you mean roly poles are adorable? They're not. They're like cockroaches. What the? I'm not cockroaches. They're like coffee. Wait, are they what we call kaffidir in Norwegian? Pill bugs. Oh. Ooh. They roll? I don't care if they roll. Ooh, I don't like it. I'm looking at a picture of them right now. I don't like it. Hang on, let me just get the Norwegian. I swear. Oh no, they're pille, skrukke, troll, of course. What is kaffidyr? What am I thinking? They look very similar. Kaffidyr, kaffetroll. They're like tiny armadillos. They look like they're angry all the time. Thank you so much for the lurk, Mazel. I can't believe you literally was like, you came out and was like, oh my god, they're so cute. Well, you said something before that, but then they're so cute, and then you were literally like, okay, I'm gonna go lurk by. Which is fine. It's just funny. Hey, don't speak badly about the benkebille. What the fuck? Is that what it's called in Danish? I do think Polly's look like a cute name. It does look very cute. But like as soon as you Google it, it's like, yeah, this is all you need to know about the roly poly. Polly's word. Let's see it. No, not police. Polys, please. Word containing polys. It's also plural for garment made of polyester. I didn't know that. Yeah, so a couple of like 3D terms would be vertices, verts, which is very similar to warts. Polygons, polys. So we are polygamous polygons who are also benkebitere. No! We are not that insect. I don't know. I'd have to like... Nothing to do with feet. Nothing to do with insects, I'd say. Oh god, I sound so like... What's it called? Specific. Not specific. It's like... meshes, vertes, meshes, sculptes, geometry nodes. No, geometry nodes are banned in this household. They confuse the fuck out of me. I don't know how they work. Meshes though. Meshes, I kind of like that. Oh, meshes. Vertices. 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 What is... That's hard to say, isn't it? Meshes. Oh, I like meshes. I was thinking a name and it came to my mind. Texel, don't know why. Also about verdicts, I had a strange idea. Then everyone in the community represents one verdict on your model, and all of it is what makes Zenidora exist. Oh my god, I love that. Then you'd have to be vertices, right? You have to be verts or vertices. Oh, vertices. Oh, there's too many names now. All of them are good. Vertices. But every time I search vertices, it's like, the term you're likely looking for is vertices. Meshes. Meshi mean like meal in Japanese. Oh, really? Oh yeah, because there's what's that anime called? Delicious in Dungeon. It's called Dungeon Meshi, isn't it? Oh yeah. Dungeon Meshi, yeah, literally. Oh, I love that anime. It's so good. Also, by the way, I prefer to be a prefab than a mesh. That's fair. That's fair. Bezier curvies. No, not the Beziers. Oh, but I quite like the verdicts idea. That's really nice. That's really nice. I was thinking, what about something to do with cubes? Because like I have like, so these earrings, they're gonna be cubes, right? And like these people I say, these creatures, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep one or both. Might have them fight to the death or something. They're made of cubes, like they have cube elements or like crystals. So I'm thinking cubesies, cubies. Be there or be squared. I was thinking square at some point as well, because that's basically just a cube with 2D, right? Or I don't know the rules, but squaresies. I still think the Bezier curvies is so cute. You're thinking your mascot should be mice, like where your food? No, they're rats. They're rats. I love rats. I used to have 3 pet rats many years ago, and they're the most amazing pets. And they're meant to look like rats, but I do agree they look a little bit more like mice. But they're so cute. From feet to that. No, listen, okay, listen. I'm not gonna eat you guys. This is not a vor stream, okay? These are just cute little mascots. And they're like their form, like their base form, is cube with 2 cubes and 4 cubes. Many cubes. Eat this instead. Thank you. Can't egg me twice in a row. That's not allowed. That's illegal. Hang on, what were the hang on. What were the suggestions? So there was meshies, verses, and then Bezier curvy. Oh, polys could also be insect. Vertes. Vertes is kind of you know what? I think the winner is Vertes. It feels ancient. I don't know how to explain it. It's French. Oh no. Wait, Vertes are Hories and what? I like Vertes. I like all of them, but meshies, so it's not vertices. That's what I said. Vertes. Vertes is nicer. Meshies, vertes, polys. Why does Bezier curvies sound kind of nice? It does sound nice, but Bezier curves fuck me up every single time I try and use them. Well, in reality, every model comes from cubes, and all cubes come from the primordial cube. Yeah, that cube that you always see in Blender is the source of everything. I'm a dip. I'm in a lot of pain still, and I gotta sleep for work tomorrow unless I call in sick. That is completely fine. Thank you so much for spending time with us, and I hope you're able to recover from your pain, and that you have some good rest. I do like Bezier curvies. It sounds like I'm calling chat curvy. But no, I can't. Oh, hang on. No, I think I didn't even write meshies right. Meshies, verties, polys. I think these are the contenders. Thanks, I won't have that. I'm still sleeping on a punctured air mattress. Oh no. Oh no, that doesn't sound very good. Are you not having your... I thought you ordered a new bed, didn't you? Or a mattress, sorry. Bed is here, no mattress. Oh, right. Well, I hope it arrives soon. And that you'll have the best sleep of your life. And that you'll instantly recover. This one's going to be the hardest one, isn't it? It cost me 480-ish euros, by the way, the mattress. Oh my god. That must be made out of gold. Anyways, good night. Good night. I hope you sleep well. Oh, thank you so much, everyone, by the way, for the suggestions. I think Vertes. Oh, I think Vertes is the winner, but I'm considering doing a poll because it's not just my opinion that matters, you know? So if people really like polys more, then so be it. So be it. Democracy has spoken. But I'll do a poll first. I think, maybe. Maybe I say fuck democracy. Let's just choose the one that I prefer. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, you need to go there. I mean, it is your fan base. I know. It's just, I feel bad if I were to just pick a name and then people will be like, oh no, I hate it. I refuse to be a fan. I've stopped being a fan because you picked the wrong name, you know? I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I'm gonna make a poll. You know what? I'm gonna make a poll now. Hang on. In my Discord server. Poll time. Where's the poll? Create poll. Poll time. Favorite chat name? Question mark. So we have. What do we have? Meshes, verties, polys. 24 hours. That sounds good, doesn't it? Boom. I'm gonna vote. I have voted. All right. I wish people choose verties or something related to verties. Is the name I like the most and it's related to a lot of things. Yeah, I think verties is really nice. I think the other ones also sound really nice. And they're all related to, except for polys, which is an insect. No, polys is still related to polygons. I think they're all very valid options. Hang on, was it polys is just triangles but cuter. It is, to be honest, it is. I'll put the poll in announcements for that name, by the way. Let me put the emoji in. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I think, are these done now, more or less? I think we need to address the circles. I feel like no, we're not entirely done. I feel like we've spent way too long on these laces. But you know what? I think that had to be done. Cause like, we want to make them good the first time, right? Address me? Wait, what? Address me? Just gonna put this over here. Address the circles is low tier humor. I don't get it. Also, whatever chat name gets chosen in the end, I was always recognize myself as a tesseract. They are amazing and really complex. What is a tesseract? And that is completely fine. You don't have to necessarily identify yourself with that name. I just thought it'd be something that would be cute. Tesseract. A 4D cube? Oh my god, it's like a cube inside a cube. Holy shit. Wait, how does it work? When you look at it, it just looks like a cube inside a cube, but then, huh? That's kind of cool. It's a cool cube. Maybe that's what the name should have been all along. Tesseracts. cube inside a cube is cool. Let's see, where were we? Oh yeah, we need to bring this up. And then that means we need to bring that up. And bring you down. Kinda like that. I think I'm gonna, once I'm done with this, like I've applied it, I'm probably gonna go in with sculpt and just like fix them, because some of them are not right. It's a cube in the fourth dimension, so what you're seeing in images is part of the tesseract, as we can't see 4D objects, and we have to divide the image in 3D parts to have an idea of how it looks. But how do we know that that like exists? Or is that like a legal question to ask? Okay, I think that's it for now. I think we're gonna have to go in with the sculpt brush and like fix it, because I think with the curves that we have, it's gonna be quite difficult to fully set it up the way we want. I mean, there's some things that we can do, like this one is like completely off mark. Which I think, is it this one that we need to do? Like, I think none of them are really making a cross, which they're meant to do, which is a bit like they need to be a little bit more crossy. So I think what we'll do is we need to make the loop, right? How does that look like? So if we just I'm gonna just grab you and separate you. Okay, so that's like fairly straight, right? No, it's not. Okay, that is fairly straight. So I think, I don't know exactly the answer, but it is related to axes in space and complex mathematical operations that determines how it will look cube in 4D dimension. Also from 4D comes my worst enemy, quaternions. I feel like I've heard that word before. That has to do with like 3D rotation, doesn't it? That does look like a last boss, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. I also don't like math, so I think that is my problem. Let's see. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is, you call it JRPG Final Boss Quaternion and nobody will bat an eye yet. It kind of just looks like it though, doesn't it? Oh god, this is gonna be so heavy, like for the polys. Like my idea was that we make a like we just make it a bow, not realistically, but like how it would kind of look like. Not a bow. What am I thinking? Like a tied shoelace. Just, can we mirror this? Hell yeah. Like, I'm just thinking if we gaming. Hello, Sammy. Welcome in. How you doing? I'm thinking we can probably cheat a little bit. So we'll add a cube here. And we'll just like have that be our subdiv, slap that on. Like be like a little knot, you know? Not entirely looking like that though, it's a bit. And then we need, I would explain you what a quaternion is if I had idea about what it is exactly. I mean, it sounds really complex to be honest. I don't think I could explain to you what it is. Like I looked it up on Google and it was like, yeah, it's like the gizmo, but then it has like lots of little letters and numbers and no. No thanks. It's a lot. Let me do a subdivide here, maybe. And then mirror. There we go. Like something like this is kind of cute, isn't it? Maybe we should make it a bit more realistic. So we'll have the oh, maybe I should just mirror this actually. I should stop being dumb. If I do mirror and then just delete like actually let's delete this one. This one. And then we'll select this as our origin. Set origin to 3D cursor. Ah, there we go. That's better. And the loops tends to droop down. Okay, hang on. I'm just thinking if we should make it like droop down on more than just like one axis, if that makes sense. So like we can have them be a little bit forward maybe. Hang on, let me just get the shape right. I think there's one too many points. Let me get rid of that one. That's better. That's more like the shape that we need. And now it's a little bit stretched on the topology. Like a little bit like this was my thought. Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. That's cute so far. Don't worry, it is fine. Also, for anyone curious, a quaternion in a simple way is a 4D vector with x, y, z, w that represents the rotation of an object in a tri-dimensional space. Usually you don't have to work with it directly, but rather what you use is called Euler angle, that is an approximation about the quaternion rotation in 3 values, or better said, the translation from a 4D vector to a 3D vector. You'll see it when setting up stuff like constraints in Blender. Yeah, I think I've seen it mentioned in Varudo. They use, I don't know if they use exactly that or something else, but I've seen the mention of like on nodes and stuff. Where's my little thing gone? Oh, it's like hidden. Hang on. There we go. And it's back. Right, how many polys are we how many polys are we up to now? I think we have, what is it? 89,000. Is that with the, hang on, let's turn off the, it's with the lace holes. I don't know if it's with the curves. Oh no, it is. Okay, so I mean that's not too bad. Actually, hang on. We need to mirror it. Oh shoot, hang on. We need to apply this mirror and then, oh, hang on, you need to be a mesh. And then mirror, and then, oh, and then apply, and then you need to mirror, apply, and then you need to mirror. And apply. Actually, now it's 97k. Ooh, 97k, and I haven't started the hair yet. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Who said it was bad? Not me. 89k polys. Yes. I have 89k polys watching me right now. It seems that polys are winning at the moment in the votes. There's 3 votes. The more I think about it, the more I think polys is it's very cute. It reminds me of, what is the flower? It's like oh, there's like a flower, isn't it? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. I swear there's like a polycles. I mean, oh, you mean like the how do you say that? Polyamory? We're not an 89,000 polyamory. Are you thinking of poppies, the flower? Maybe. That might be it. There's something like when I hear poly, I think like that's a flower. But I don't think that's a flower. I'm very happy with the progress we made on that shoe. It took all stream, but I'm very pleased. Even though they're a little bit high poly, I think we can probably reduce them. Like, so we don't really care too much about like the roundness of them, so we can probably turn down the is it the resolution? Yeah, if we turn it down to like here, it still looks decent. It still looks round, but now it's 91,000, which is a lot better than what it was. So, I mean, there's definitely ways we can shave down. I also wanted to make it a bit bigger, or decrease the size of this circle. I think we should do both, actually. Maybe you're referring to polychrome? What is polychrome? I've never seen that in my life. What is that? It's the practice of decorating architectural elements, sculpture in a variety of colors. The term is used to refer to certain styles of architecture, pottery, or sculpture in multiple colors. That looks kind of sick. So instead of just being like one color, it's like multiple ones. Oh. I've only heard of Polychrome and Zenless Zone Zero, to be honest. I started that game, and then I realized that my wrist was acting up, so I was like, maybe I shouldn't like spam click something. I wonder, does it work with a controller? I might try it again with a controller. Is that like, oh, is that something you have to pick up? It's a currency. All right. You can easily optimize them, and also you should be deleting the parts clipping into boots anyway. Yeah, no, that's true. I will be doing that, but my brain is like, I should connect them. Like, I should connect each one, but I think, oh, that's gonna be fucking pain, so I might not do that. But then if I don't do that, weight painting is gonna be a bit of pain, so I'll have to have a think. It messed with my wrist too. I've gotten super back into Genshin recently though. 150 wishes so far in Columbina and Inefa. Jesus. I played Genshin for quite a bit of time. I haven't played in lately. I think the last one I played was right after Fontaine came out. And then I just stopped playing. But the story with Fontaine was really good. I really liked that. It got me so hooked. But at the moment I'm a bit like my wrist got fucked up because of I don't actually know. My theory was that the only way I could win at Mario Party over Risu was to sacrifice my wrist to the gods. Because it happened right after stream, the day after I played Mario Party. And my wrist is getting better. Like it feels okay now, but if I overuse it with like some kind of like mouse or anything, it doesn't like it. It starts feeling a bit tight, so I'm like, oh okay. Oh okay, never mind then. So yeah, I might need to become a controller gamer. Which still again shouldn't be like spammed, but is a bit easier to use. Yeah, me too, but didn't know that was also a thing in real life. Oh wait, did you did you guys both think Sunless Zone Zero? That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're probably quote unquote done with the shoes for now. Like we're not gonna make any more edits to it. I think oh no, actually we're not done. So this is gonna be the funniest thing. My design has two straps. Well, it has it has three straps, sorry. Which funnily enough covers like half of these anyway. But it has three straps, so three straps on each shoe. So we're gonna have to make them, but that is gonna be another day thing, just because I've just seen the time, and I do have work tomorrow, unfortunately. So obviously we stream today, and then next stream will be on Wednesday. I'm gonna make the stream schedule tomorrow, I think, because I didn't have time to make it before. But let me just see who's online. We want to see if we can find any 3D modelers. Oh wait, is it late already? Time passed really fast. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh wait, what? Hang on. Let me have a look. Just having a look and see who's online. 10 p.m. Yup. Yeah, it's kind of quite late, isn't it? I saw it was on like my live channels we think you like. I think it's 2D stream. But it looks so good. It's an art piece of a 3D modeler called Squeegee, if I don't butcher their name, and looks really good. So I think we're gonna go visit them. Art doesn't have to be like specifically 3D or 2D, but thanks for the stream, Sunny. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Let's do Mushroom Woman. Yeah, she's really good. Raid REM signal. Oh, we need to change the scene because otherwise we won't get my message up. Here we are. Bye, Zenny. Bye, everyone. I hope to see you soon. I hope to see you soon as well. Wednesday, maybe. It was fun for what I saw. Oh, I appreciate that. Let me just copy the message here. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go say hello to REM Signal. They're making a beautiful piece of squeegee. Very, very like nice boxy style. I like it. It reminds me of like cartoon. I was gonna say Cartoon Network. I don't know which channel it was, but like, do you remember like old school cartoons that aired that have very like boxy fingers and stuff? That it's a very nice style. So we're gonna go say hello to them. But thank you so much everyone for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Now, as mentioned, I'm going to be streaming on Wednesday and then Friday, I'm hoping, and I'm going to make that stream schedule tomorrow. So, yeah. See you guys later. Bye bye.